The following is a community access program. Shaw is proud to support local producers and share local voices, ideas, and opinions. For more information, please visit shawtv.ca. Opinions expressed in this programming do not necessarily reflect the views of Shaw or its employees.
Hi there. Sorry for the confusion there on the last segment. I do apologize, but things like that do happen and they do come up. And we'll see. We'll maybe be able to bring her back another time. So I do have a question, and I do believe that Judy is emailing us from Saskatchewan today. I believe she's in the Melville, Yorkton area. Hi, Annie. Not sure how to do this, but my question for your show is, will we sell my dad's old property soon? Please tell me how to view this on your show. And we will go into that. You will be able to find it on YouTube under Shaw TV Dryden. And from there, it is quite easy to find. Not to mention all the other good programming on there. Walleye Masters is coming up, so watch for that. Okay. Interestingly enough, spooks and ghosts are coming up, and it is showing up here that you could be looking at selling it in approximately 5 to 6 months from now. It does look like there's a younger gentleman that it becomes quite interested in the property. If there's housing on it, though, my question would have to be, what is that one stumbling block that's stopping people from buying it? We may actually have to spend a little bit of money before we actually see that sold sign on it. The money that I feel we perhaps need to spend on it is between $3,000 and $4,000 maybe, and it does feel like that would take that one stumbling block that everyone says, yes, but we have to fix so-and-so thing, okay? So if that's the case, I would be looking at that one comment that everybody who looks at the property has to say. And don't forget that can sometimes come down to things like fencing, wells, especially if people are planning on doing some farming on the property. We need to make sure that we have proper water supply. So it does look like you will get some signals, actually. It seems like even from your partner's side of the family that's passed away, signals when somebody is going to be looking at the place that will be very interested. So how do we sometimes see signals that aren't right there in front of us? Sometimes when I need to keep my eye open that day, I'll get like mascara in my eye, or it'll feel like I spill coffee on myself. All those things are kind of heads up, like, hey, wake up and smell the coffee, or keep your eyes wide open today. Okay, so those can be little signals where it actually feels like somebody bumped that. I have a relative who feels little hairs stand up on the back of her neck when she's getting confirmation from those people around us that have passed away. So there's a lot of different signals that we can look for. Everybody has different, and in 3 to 4 minutes on an email, we're not going to be able to answer that. But I can tell you, you will probably be a little bit more clumsy near the time of selling it, because often when we don't recognize what they're trying to show us, they'll fold up our rugs from underneath us and we trip on it, look behind us, and our rugs are perfectly straight. Or, you know, we'll cut ourselves on that piece of paper that doesn't have a sharp edge on it, okay? So those are little signals sometimes where we think, oh man, am I clumsy today? Sometimes those are simply signals that we are missing from the other side. So you do have people coming through when this younger gentleman comes through who will be interested in your property. However, are we perhaps asking a little bit higher than market value? If that's the case, you may want to have a peek at that, and are you willing to lower it 2 to 3%? I do think that will make a big difference as well, but it's not even showing a double digit. So I do think that you could lower it perhaps 2 to 3% if you want to move it quicker. So Ms. Judy, I hope that answers your question, and please do send us a note at some point, because part of how to be part of this show isn't just me answering your questions. I'd kind of like to know if we're hitting the mark or not, because if we're not hitting the mark, what am I doing here? Okay, but I also want to know if we are hitting that mark. So please do email us back and let us know how that progresses in about 6 to 7 months from now. It's kind of when I feel you'll be wrapping up the sale of that property. So if you'd like to be a guest on my show to ask a question, or if you'd like to phone or email a question, please inquire or do so through emailing me at cardreadsbyannie@gmail.com. And if you wish to know my schedule, you can do the same. Just email cardreadsbyannie@gmail.com. I kind of forgot my own name there for a minute. So in love and light, I'm going to wish you adieu for today, and Oliver and I wish you a wonderful one. Thank you.
The proceeding was a community access program. Shaw is proud to support local producers and share local voices, ideas, and opinions. For more information, please visit shawtv.ca. Opinions expressed in this programming do not necessarily reflect the views of Shaw or its employees.